Hey guys, Mark here. I hope you're doing well. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to tie the Zigzag braid paracord bracelet. This bracelet is incredibly simple to tie, yet it is still very attractive. In my opinion, this bracelet style should be taught to beginners right alongside the cobra knot bracelet. They are both very simple to tie, maybe this one is even simpler. With that said, let's take a look at the bracelet up close. So here you have an example of a zigzag braid paracord bracelet. As you can see, it is not a straight strap, but it has more of a shape to it. I placed a loop onto one end of the bracelet, while the other one sports a stopper knot. With this, I am able to close the bracelet easily. Here you can see a tighter version of this style of a bracelet. So now that you know how the bracelet looks like, let me show you the supplies needed, then let's tie one. The first supply that you're going to need for this bracelet is a piece of Paracord 550. For most wrists, 6 feet is going to be more than plenty. The second supply needed for our bracelet is a pair of scissors or a knife, which we're going to use to cut our paracord. And the final supply needed for our bracelet is a lighter. The lighter is going to be used to melt the ends of our paracord once we have cut them. With these supplies ready, we can now begin tying. We are now going to tie the bracelet by first folding our cord in half. So this is the middle point in my cord. What I have now is a bight, which is going to form this loop at one side of the bracelet. We are now going to continue with the main technique, which is basically a series of half hitches. We're going to start with the left end and use it to tie a half hitch around the right end. So pass over the right end, then under and through. And this is a half hitch around the right end. Now pick up your right end and use it to tie a hitch around the left end. So again over, then under and through. Tighten up and make sure to adjust the size of the loop at the top. So something like this. Again, start with the left end and tie a half hitch around the right end. So you pass over, then under and through. Tighten up like this. Now the right end forms a hitch around the left end So pass over, then under and through, and tighten up. Like this. Continue again with the left end. Tie a half hitch around the right end. So pass over, then under and through, and tighten up. And again the right end forms a hitch around the left end. So we pass over, then under and through, and tighten up. It is very important that every time you do a hitch, you compare it to the previous one that you made. So I'm going to compare this hitch to this one. This ensures that you get an uniform look for your bracelet. So again, if I start with the left end and do a half hitch, I'm going to tighten it up and compare it to the previous one that I made. They should look about the same. So now continue the same technique so that you get a series of these half hitches for the entire length of your bracelet. Then we're going to finish off with a stopper knot. So after doing a length for my bracelet big enough for my wrist, I'm going to finish it off with a stopper knot. So I'm going to take the two ends coming out of the bracelet and I'm going to use them to tie a lanyard knot. So first off, take the left end and use it to make a loop. Take the right end, fold it up like this, so pointing towards the top, then place it under the loop. Then, using the right end, pass over this top cord coming out of the bracelet, then under the left end, like this, then over, under, over. So over, under, and over. This essentially creates what is called a carrick band. You can see a diamond shape here at the center. Pick up the top right end, go past this left end coming out of the bracelet, so past it, then under and through the middle, so through the diamond shape. Take the other end, so the one on the bottom left, go past this cord, so the right one coming out of the bracelet, then under and through the middle, so again through the diamond shape at the center of the carrick band. Then pull on the two ends to slightly tighten up your lanyard knot. Now as you can see, it is a bit too far away from the bracelet. To fix this, work in one of the two ends, like this, so quite close to the bracelet, then work the slack out, out of one of the working ends. Then do the same thing with the other end, coming out of the bracelet. So we're going to work it in, like this. Then work out the slack. And with this, we have finished up our lanyard knot. At this point, you can cut the two ends right next to the lanyard knot or a bit further away and leave them flush. This is what I like to do, since it is a bit easier to pull the lanyard knot through if you have a bit of the ends remaining. It is a matter of preference. So to finish off, I'm going to cut the two ends like this. Then I'm going to remove the inner strands a little bit. Then melt the two ends. Finally, I'm going to trim the very tip to make it straight. Like this, and this finishes off my bracelet. So like this. So guys, you can probably agree that this is a very simple bracelet to make. You can easily teach it to beginners. It still has a very unique look to it, so I think it is a good bracelet both for beginners and those more experienced. Guys, thank you very much for joining me in today's tutorial. I do hope to see you next time.